Hello and welcome to Warcraft Daily for today, the 9th of September 2013. So in today's news, well, it's the final day before the Siege of Orgrimmar releases, at least for the Americans, and I am going to go through pretty much every main feature thing in the patch and give you my thoughts on it, based on my experience in the PTR, stuff like that, just let you know what to expect. So the first thing is the Siege of Orgrimmar. Now, my initial impressions are very strong. I've tried Immersius, Naroshen, Galakras, Iron Juggernaut, General Nazgrim, the Spoils of Pandaria, Black Fuse, and the Paragons of the Klaxi. Now, our group didn't really get much of the way in the Paragons because you should just see the Dungeon Journal for it, it's just like Ermagerd stuff. So we died pretty quick and everyone gave up, which was kinda sucky, but whatever. As for the other bosses, they are pretty much all awesome. Immersius has got, for an intro boss, it's got plenty of stuff to keep you busy, it's got interesting mechanics, so I actually think it's pretty good. Now, I don't play as a healer, so I don't know, about healing up ads or anything. Anyway, let's move on. So the next one is Galakras, and I was in the tower group for Galakras. That means you're running about the place, you're going up towers, killing ads, getting in cannons. Really fun role to play. I'd recommend being in the tower group if you can. As for if you're just a normal, regular person in there, I suppose it's a pretty average fight. Now next up we have the Iron Juggernaut. It has some cool mechanics that keeps you on your toes, which is pretty fun, and it's a cool boss model, it's a really cool theme, and I think that does help to carry the boss. Mechanically it's not that complex once you get it down though, so yeah, it's pretty okay. Now next up we have General Nazgrim. This is a pretty good, well-designed boss. It's perhaps a little bit lacking in ultra fun stuff, but it's a very solid encounter. Spoils is also pretty fun. It's not a main boss, it's more just you deal with a whole bunch of unique ads in an interesting way. You open these boxes to control the amount of ads you fight at once, but you need to kill a certain amount of ads in the allotted time period, and that's what makes it interesting because it's really the rate at which you open boxes, and it's cool. It's cool. So yeah. Now my favorite boss so far is Black Fuse. Oh my god, it's so good. There's a ton of raid damage that comes from loads of different mechanics, and they're all pretty unique, fun. And there's this cool thing where if you want to shut down one of the raid-wide mechanics, you can jump onto this conveyor belt at certain points of the raid and dodge these laser beams while killing his ads. It's damn cool. It's really damn cool. Now, you can find the release schedule for the Siege of Orgrimmar on the channel, and I've currently only tried the LFR. However, due to gear scaling, it was rather tricky. Getting a kill was rare, and it did require a lot of coordination. I can't wait to try out normal though, and flex. If possible, I will try to get into flex this week and bring you some videos, some guides, that kind of thing in it, but I don't really know if I can. If you don't know about flex, I may as well just explain the feature. It's pretty much supposed to be the equivalent to ICC 10 in terms of difficulty. It scales between 10 and 25 people and drops 540 gear. It's a pretty damn cool feature. Yeah, so there's that. And on Flex, through Heroic, Grosh will drop level 90 to 100 heirloom weapons, which are very powerful, and it's a nice reward for those who have the dedication to complete the tier. So, awesome stuff. Now let's talk about the Timeless Isle. This is absolutely definitely my favourite piece of new non-raid PvE content. There's a lot of variation in the tasks that you do, which keeps the gameplay fresh. There's loads of rare mobs, rare elites, bosses, chests, just random cool shit, cool events, and a lot of mechanics that are just repackaged in interesting ways. If you look back on the channel, you can see a few of the interesting things. So yeah, there are 4 easiest celestial bosses and a hard world boss called Ordos. To get to Ordos, you need a legendary cloak, and I will have 4 guides for each of the bosses up within the next 2 or 3 days, which is good. In terms of rewards, there are 496 pieces for your alts, which can be upgraded to 535 with a Burden of Eternity. You can get cool vanity items like masks, things that transform your character into pirate, mounts, battle pets, all that good stuff. Overall, I think this is great for the game, and it'll go down far better than the Isle of Thunder. It'll also be nice for gearing up your alts with that buying an account 496 stuff. Oh, and the music is absolutely brilliant. It's really nice. I will have a full guide for that up within the next 24 hours, so do stay tuned. And actually, the more you watch that and hit that like button for the guide, it would really help me because that's a video that has a lot of potential to grow the channel, which would be awesome. Now, moving on, new mounts. There are a ton of new mounts, and I already have videos covering them on the channel, and honestly, editing them in now would just take up too much time when I'm busy working the 5.4 stuff. So I'll link you to the full video, and I don't know, maybe throw up a screenshot or something like that. Now, the next thing is world changes. So Grosh has, he's gone messed up the world, hasn't he? The Veil is pretty much destroyed, taking out most of the Golden Lotus with it, and Orgrimmar is all militarized. Now, Orgrimmar I don't really care about because I'm not an orc, or a horde, whatever. In terms of the world being messed up, well, the Vale it's weird with the Vale. It was a pretty zone. I didn't think it was as good looking as, say, the Jade Forest, but it was still nice. And to have it being permanently destroyed is kinda sucky. I would have preferred it if the Vale was in its normal, really cool, nice state for leveling, and then when 5.4 is introduced, like through quests or something, then it's destroyed, and perhaps after you solve the garage problem it goes back to being normal, so you have that sort of cool phase destroyed version that's within the story, but the actual place is not completely like melted to shit. Whatever, I suppose it's cool. But yeah, we lost a nice zone. Also, if you want your Golden Lotus rep, well, tough shit. By the time this video came out, you probably don't have much time to get it. Basically, the Golden Lotus are all kind of messed up. You can't get their main achievement or finish their main quest line, but there's still a few dailies if you want to get the gear. Now, next thing we have is just the other little miscellaneous features. There's the Proving Grounds and Connected Realms. So there's a new tool to help people. The Proving Grounds is a new tool to help people learn their role. It's pretty cool in principle, but it definitely needs to be expanded upon in the future. Still, it should give 90s a bit of training, and also perhaps cut out a little bit of the derpage that you see in LFR and Heroics, although I wouldn't hold my breath for it. Now, Connected Realms, these are pretty much a really sleek version of a server merge. Instead of merging a server like completely, they basically do a massive cross-realm zone sort of thing. Both the servers, they share the same guilds, instances, auction houses, all that stuff. And in terms of what players actually feel, it'll pretty much just feel like your own server is more populated, and it'll be great for finding groups, getting stuff together for other content. It'll be good. Now, there's no conflicts with names or anything like that, since they add an asterisk onto the nameplates of people who are already merged in, which is a really nice feature. So yeah, there you go. 5.4. There's lots of other little inconsequential changes, like rep gear's cheaper and, you know, stuff like that, but hey, you already know that. This is just me wanting to give my opinions on these things going into the patch, tell you what I think about them. Overall, I think if you don't have a raid group, just hop into the Timeless Isles, have a bit of fun there, and yeah, take it from there. It should be good fun. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.